We're gonna cool it off. Now we're gonna repeat after me. You ready?
Okay.
This one, I need your energy up. So it's blessed. Highly favored. I am blessed. Highly favored. Alright. Disclaimer before I go into this. This is like more of my personal brand, so there's a lot of spiritual beliefs that I think and I hold dear to. And again, this may work for you, but this may not work for you as well, but this works for me, alright? So I'm going to share some really personal beliefs that are working for me, and maybe, one day, it can work for you. With my story briefly, well, I'm 25 years old, and I am the co-founder, like Jolie said, I'm the co-founder of S&T Philosophies. What S&T Philosophies is focused on, we're focused on the emotional intelligence side of things. So we go into school and we design curriculums to go into schools, and not only schools, but work with nonprofits as well in Boston and maybe around the world potentially. But right now we're focused in Boston because this is where we're at. So we go into schools and nonprofits and we work with the students there to help them build their mindset. So if we can help them build a foundation for their mind, they can go into any career and be successful in whatever it is that they want to pursue, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's doctor, whatever it is they're trying to pursue, we help them. Just kind of figure out for themselves what they want to do, kind of like what the last speaker was saying, right? A lot of times we grew up being young, especially being African. Like, my parents were like, doctor or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Doctor or nothing. So, I don't want these kids to feel pressure to go into something that they're not ready for, maybe they're not even passionate about. So that's essentially what S&T Philosophy says. Outside of that, with the personal branding, I do a lot of speaking on the 5 pillars. I believe, that worked for me. To really living the good life, whatever the good life it is for you, that's your call. But for me, it's really just, it involves these 5 pillars that I'm going to share with you guys today. And also, outside of that, I'm into real estate as well. So I have a real estate company. Me, myself, and 3 other brothers of mine. We launched, it's called Flora Home Buyer Solutions. Right now we're on the wholesaling side of things, where we flip properties and kind of like the middlemen. And then, we're going to go into maybe flipping the house, the vacant house, and then going from there. But that's my story. We can talk more. So what does happiness mean to you, right? A lot of people have a different definition of happiness. Can someone want to give me their personal definition of happiness? Okay, there's 2 people, so I'll start with you, then I'll come to you, alright? Go ahead. What does happiness mean to you?
Me?
What was your name? I'm sorry.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, go ahead.
Thank you. My definition of happiness these days is really just to feel joy in any given moment for no apparent reason.
Awesome.
I think, to cultivate that feeling within myself and just know that it's within me. So.
Awesome. And yourself? Do you mind just introducing yourself to everyone else?
My name is attained. My definition of happiness, I would classify it as like in terms of having a job, like when I can go there and it doesn't feel like work. You know what I mean? Like when I'm happy to go there, like it's not like I have to wake up and go here. It's like I get to do this for a living,
Awesome. You mind just tapping the space bar real quick? Now, as a Christian man, I was raised in the idea that true happiness lies in Jesus Christ, right? That's where I found my happiness, and that was literally the foundation for where my happiness began. Now, I told you guys this is a lot of my personal beliefs. These are beliefs that work for me, and again, if they work for you, great. My goal is that they work for you, right? But to each his own. Everyone has their own opinion. Research shows that men have a higher increase in happiness levels than women. Why are women less happy than men? Women, do you want to answer that?
Because of men. No.
Health, right? Let's tap it again. How many people heard this one? New year, new me. How many people do that every single year? Huh?
Everybody does that.
Everyone does that? Only about 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's goal, meaning 92% are lying to themselves, guys. Like, isn't that crazy? And then let's go into the next our health must be good in order for us to, live long enough to enjoy the legacy we build, right? How many people, believe that, in order to really, how many people, first of all, want to leave a legacy on earth, right? You want to leave a legacy, okay? How do you expect, right? Most people expect to live, how do you expect to leave a legacy if you're not taking care of your health? You know what I mean? Are you going to live long enough to enjoy your legacy? Or maybe even, see the fruits of your labor? You know what I mean? So that's something that I hold dear to my heart. And one thing I did when I was younger, 18, maybe 16, just because I thought I was younger, I didn't need to go see the doctor. Like, I thought I was Superman. I still come across people in their 20s, 28, 25, 26. They're like, yo, just because we look good on the outside doesn't mean there's a lot of things going on the inside. So I learned that pretty early. I'm going to share with you some methods I use to kickstart my health track. Okay, fasting, right? Fasting is a method that, Fasting is a method that also helps with spirituality, right? I'm not going to go too much in depth with that, but it allows the body to most effectively remove waste products, right? The body's designed to fast, and we do it every single night when we go to sleep. We're fasting. And what you eat, healthier choices, right? I cut down the amount of meat I consume. I'm African. I'm like, it's in my nature, like, especially in Cameroon. Like, in my family, I can speak personally for my family. We love to eat meat. Like, hey, what's up? My mom and dad had a farm, and we had all those kinds of. But I've learned to cut down on the amount of meat consumption because it's not good, and less dairy as well. And then actually go to the gym. There are people with multiple gym memberships that never go to the gym. How many people have friends like that? I have like maybe 2 or 3 friends that have gym memberships and don't go to the gym. Now, love. This one is one of my favorite ones. Do you love yourself enough to pull the trigger on your dreams, right? I put the trigger there, but I wanted to see. Most people pull the trigger. But no one said anything. So we're good. Sometimes men can be so, macho about love, like they refuse it. But believe it or not, we need love too, man. Listen, and we need someone to share that love with, right? But in order for you to share that love with someone, you must love. All capital love. You must first love yourself, right? What good does it do the other person if you don't love yourself enough? You know what I mean? But let's go slide. Next pillar, spirituality. I write a lot of articles on Medium on this topic because I believe, that a lot of people need to realize that there's another realm beyond the physical realm, right? How many people know that there's another realm beyond the physical realm? Okay. Now, we take care of our physical body a lot, right? By going to the gym, we work out so much, and we're also eating good, eating clean. But are we really paying attention to what's going on inside with our spirit man? How many people pay attention to their spirit body and actually feed their spirit man? Okay, I see a few hands in the room. I like that, right? I like that. It's important that we not only pay attention to our physical body, but we take care of what's inside our soul, right? Because there's an eternal destination for each and every single one of us. We need to pay attention to that. Now let's go into, I'm not going to go into preaching. Trust me, I'm a leader in the church, so I'm trying so hard not to go into preaching, but let's keep it going. Again, I write articles on these topics on Medium for anyone who's interested in reading some of these articles on how to, I give actual steps on how to, maybe, build your spirit and, pay attention to what's going on in your spirit. Most people want to be wealthy, but no one wants to put in the work, right? No one wants to put in the work. It's true. Now, are we really committed to the process of winning with this type of attitude? What do you guys think? I said, are we really committed to the process of winning with that type of attitude?
No. And in my experience, I was also in network marketing. That's where I got my start as well.
Nice.
And I think, a lot of people blame millennials for this too, but like that we're lazy, we're entitled, we just want things. I think part of that is true because we're used to instant gratification on our phones. However, if you're really not into building something and ready to get down and dirty and like do the thing, you're not going to get it.
Right.
You're not.
Right. So, I've met, thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of younger people. entrepreneurs like 21, 22, 23, 24, even 25, sometimes 28, they'll say they want to start an idea and they want to do something, but then they're not committed to the process of winning. If you want to win, you have to be committed to the process of winning. Like, you got to go to practice, right? You want to play ball and win the championship, you got to go to practice, especially when you play with LeBron, right? I knew some people got that. All right, wealth is different for everyone, right? But we all know that money is a huge part of wealth. We all want money. Money is a, right? Who doesn't want money? Let's be real, right? Money is good, right? Depending on what you're going to do with it. You can't attract more money into your life if you're afraid of it. I've met so many people who are afraid to ask for a raise at their job, even though they know that the work they put in and what they're giving off is like 10 times, they deserve more than what they're getting paid, right? They're like, I don't know how to approach my boss. I'm like, well, you need to just go and talk to your boss and let them know, you know, in a respectful, nice way. And in business, people are afraid to ask the price, or just tell the price, right? Especially with the young entrepreneur, don't be afraid to share the price, because you know what your product or your service is, what you know how valuable it is, you know what it's worth, so don't be afraid. So in my opinion, there's 3 steps to follow. Change your paradigm. How many people have heard that before? Change your paradigm, right? It's just pretty much a shift in how you think. Your old beliefs won't work in your new life, right? How you're thinking in your, you know, let's say you decide to start a business. And the corporate world is great. You have this corporate mentality, which is, you know, you're working a job. And if you're passionate about a job, that's great, right? But in order to run a business, those beliefs won't work here. You know what I mean? You have to have a paradigm shift. The second one is read books. The theme is personal development of this whole event and this whole night. Read books, personal development. The market will pay you based on how valuable you are to the marketplace.